Another recipe on peach sponge. So I thought I'd have another go using a different type of sponge. I'm going to use a Fatless Sponge this time. I'm making it in a slightly different way though. So I've got that ready. So I have 4 eggs. I have whipped up the whites and I've whipped up the yolks separately. I have put 100 grams of caster sugar, like the sugar that you use making cakes, in that one, and I've used 50 grams of sugar in that one. Whip them up separately because I think you get more of volume if you whip them up separately rather than whip them up together. And then I've got 150 grams worth of self-raising flour, which is the flour that you use for making cakes. I am going to combine the flour into the egg yolks, and then we're going to fold it into the egg whites, and I think this will give us some better volume rather than just folding all the flour into the whisked up egg whites and yolks. I think, anyway. I think. Maybe it won't. Although it was just something I just thought about. I just thought we'll give it a go. So, I'm trying not to lose the volume in the egg whites, but we'll see how we go. It might not work. Normally, when you're folding flour into whisked up eggs, you sacrifice a little bit of the eggs first, and then you don't lose. It just helps with losing volume of the egg whites. We'll see how we go. Probably wasn't necessary. Probably not done a particularly very good job. We'll see. If we're having a go at something, we might as well have a go. I don't think that particularly worked particularly well, but it will be fine. Looks like we've got lots of lumps of flour. We'll worry about that later. So, we need some of the mixture in the bottom of the cake pan. Like that. And then, just like the last video, we're going to push the peach slices into the cake mixture. And hopefully it will completely engulf them and not leave any gaps like it did last time. But we'll just have to see. I don't know why I'm using a Fatless Sponge this time. I don't know. But I just thought, well, I was talking to a friend. I just mentioned it, that might have a go, and I thought, oh, well, you might as well have a go. So pushing them into there like that. Maybe using less peaches would be a good idea. Maybe there's just too many peaches. I mean, it worked the best when it was just the one tin of peaches rather than the 2 that I'm trying to cram into this time. So that might be trick of it, just using the 1 tin of peaches, and maybe sand them up. There you go. See, I've already decided what I'm going to do next time if this doesn't work. So maybe 1 tin of peaches and standing them up like that, rather than just flat like I did the first time, would be the way to get it to work. So, get that out of the way. We'll reduce the syrup, and then cake mixture on top, and then into an oven, 180 degrees fan for, well, until it's cooked. Fatless sponge is what you use to make Swiss rolls or roulades, whichever way you want to call them. So that is that. And we'll see how a Fatless Sponge turns out of curiosity. May it be a one that's not particularly mixed in particularly well. There we go. That's that in the oven, and away we go. The cake is cooked. It's puffed up a bit, which I should have remembered to put some baking powder in so it didn't puff up too much. But we'll have a look at that when it's cool. We'll just kind of have to see. A Fatless sponge is got a slightly different texture to another sponge, so we'll just have a see how it goes. Let's have a look. I really wanted the peaches to be showing on the bottom, but it might be a better cake mixture. Now reduce the syrup down from the peaches, and I will just do that across there. It tastes like apricot jam, which kind of makes me think that we should be able to turn tinned peaches into peach jam. They're already sweet, already cooked. I don't think it'd take much. So I think maybe just the original cake recipe, well, the first one I did, and then just one tin of peaches, but put them stood up in the cake mixture rather than laying down, I think probably would be the best result. I think I probably faffed around too much and tried to put too many peaches in. Nice bit of glaze, and I should have used the baking powder, which should have stopped the top from being mounted. But let's have a look. Get that away, and then I carve it in. If we choose a bit that's definitely going to have a bit of peach in, and carefully slice through the peach. It's not going to slice through the peach. That's alright. That's alright. You can see it's a different kind of texture. It's a Fatless sponge. You know. Can you see? I'll cut another piece. I think whole peaches. Yeah, I think half peaches would work better. Let's take another slice. You see that? Boom. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. I think if you use less peaches, then there's not going to be as many peaches in. Whereas the other ones, I don't. Maybe it's just something that's just not going to work. Oh, that looks okay, doesn't it? That looks okay, but it's kind of cheating, because for every piece that looks like that, there's a piece that doesn't look like that. Alright, let's have a taste. It's not as nice as the tub cake because it's Fatless Sponge and you know, cake needs butter. But it's alright. It's alright. I'm not 100% happy with it. Yeah, we'll see. I'll have a think, I'll have a play around. It's nice, you know, it's cake, isn't it? But it's just a different type of sponge. Just a different type of sponge. Peach Swiss. Peach Swiss roll might be quite nice though. Might have got that sometime, but anyway. It's okay. I'm not 100% happy with it. But I'm not 100% disappointed with it. Yeah, it just seems to be cutting through the... It's not loaded with peaches. What I want is really loads of peaches in it, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think the first one I did, I think that's the best result. I think the first one I did, and put some baking powder in it, so 1 tin of peaches, lay them flat, and then you actually get the peach on the bottom and it caramelizes. I think that's the one to kind of go for. Maybe. I'll have another think. I'll have another go. But we'll see. I don't know. It's not a disaster. I'm going to eat it. It's going to be lovely.